Hi, so we're going to connect to the Linux VM from a Windows PC using command prompt and PuTTY. So let's see how that is done. So we're back to our Azure portal and we need to go and see the virtual machine. So you go to virtual machines and this is the virtual machine which we created and in resource group lab 01. So we're going to click on it and we can see it's currently running and is Linux Ubuntu version 18 with our size of standard B1S, and we can see also the public IP address here. So we would like to connect through SSH from our command prompt. So to do that, we'll click on connect here and we'll choose SSH. So we can see the instructions and it says run the example command below to connect to your VM. So we are going to copy this and we'll open our command prompt. Well, we're going to type SSH to be sure that it's installed and we can see it's working. So we'll paste that which we copied. Because we are not going to use because we're using username and password instead of SSH private key, so we'll take this off from this place because we created the username and password. So simply we'll have SSH, then the username Azure admin at and the IP address. Would press enter and now it asks are you sure you want to continue connecting? I will say yes, and it requests a password, so I'll put in the password I created, and now we are logged into the virtual machine from command prompt. So let's test this and we're going to ping google.com from the virtual machine and we can see. So I'll stop that. It's pinging, and we're going to try this also on PuTTY, but let me exit from the connection and we can see our connection is closed. So I'm going to open PuTTY and you can easily download PuTTY. You Google PuTTY and download it. So I'm going to use the IP address as the host name, the public IP address. So we'll close this and go back to our web server and we can see the public IP address here. So copy that, come back to PuTTY and we'll paste that there, and we can see it's SSH port 22, and we would now like to open the connection and you say yes. So it says login as, and remember our username was Azure admin and the password is, so I'll put in my password, and now we are logged in from PuTTY. So let's also try to ping Google, but I would give a count. I want to send just 6 packets. So google.com 3 4 5 6, and we can see that the packets were sent. So we have successfully connected to the virtual machine from the command prompt and also from PuTTY.